Support for today's show comes from Grammarly. Grammarly is a service. It comes as a Chrome extension. It comes as a full-blown app at Grammarly.com. And frankly, it helps tremendously with writing. Even when I was just using the Chrome extension, it made a huge difference in my writing. And then for the books and articles I write, it has cleaned up my grammar tremendously. Use the link in the show notes. Frankly, they give me a few cents for every download and for every order. So please use the link in the show notes. Trust me, I really do use this product. It is terrific. And we'll be back in just one moment. This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 2212. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Today's show, well, normally I do a long-form interview, but given the approaching Labor Day weekend in the United States, I thought I would do something a little bit different, and that is a more traditional show like I do the rest of the week. Next week I'll do a longer-form interview on Wednesday, and this show today is about first two steps toward considering a career change, one of which I recommend a book, and you'll hear the others. Hope you find it helpful and give it an honest review wherever you listen to the show, and we'll be back in just one moment. Support for today's show comes from Top Resumes. Top Resumes is a site that will redo your resume, they'll redo your LinkedIn profile, get you great results, and they'll do it at a very fair price. Use the link in the show notes. They will treat you very well. And we'll be back in just one moment. The first one I always recommend is taking one of these self-assessment tests. Now, there are a lot of famous ones. Myers-Briggs is always the one that comes to mind about this. And these are basically skills inventory tests that are designed to get a sense of what your personality or the environment that your personality tends to thrive in. Now, there's another one I recently took that got me pretty well pegged. Now, it doesn't tell me about careers. It just gives me a sense of my personality. That was developed by Sally Hogshead, Hogshead. She has a book out. I don't recall the name of the book, but there are not a lot of Sally Hogsheads out there, okay? So my encouragement is start off with getting some professional testing done. Hogshead's test is not going to give you a sense of your careers. It's going to give you a sense of your personality typing. Once you get a sense of where you thrive and the kind of personality that you have, you start talking to people. You start asking them for advice based upon what they know of you, based upon some of your own reflection and insights. Now, you may have the idea that I'm just going to pick a career in general, that you want to be a potter. You like that because you like making pottery for the sake of argument. But if you're someone who needs an income, you need to understand the business side of being a potter, right? If you want to do public speaking, you need to understand the business side of public speaking and talk to people who can give you insights into that. When all is said and done, you can't just simply wish and hope and think and pray that these ideas that you have are things that will instantly materialize as something that will be wonderful and that all your issues will be solved. You need to do some homework in order to really understand, like I said, the business side of this, what it's really like working in these fields, and a whole host of other things. By the way, LinkedIn is a great tool for this because you're able to reach out to people who are doing this kind of work, maybe set up a Skype session with them and talk with them via Skype or FaceTime or whatever tool you might use about what it's like working in this field and what you as a career changer would really need to know. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few things I can do to help you with your job search beyond simply being your coach. First of all, I've got a new book out called The Right Answers to Tough Interview Questions. It is like a cookbook with answers to tons of interview questions that you're going to be asked on interviews. And if you pair it up with my other new book, The Ultimate Job Interview Framework,
They are a terrific pair of books to help you with interviewing. In addition, we have a new service where you can practice mock interviews. If you go to thebiggamehunter.us/mock, I've got a service there, very inexpensive, like $99, where we have mock interviews set up. I'm going to be adding more to it very soon, but you can record your answers to them, and then I can critique them and help you perform better on them. You probably have noticed my show notes are pretty thorough with products and services that can help you with your search. And connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/thebiggamehunter. Lastly, my website has a ton of great information. That's thebiggamehunter.us. Now, if you're not ready to go there and go through the blog, put the address in your phone, thebiggamehunter.us, Jeff Altman. So this way, when you're ready to go, you have a way of getting back to my website. Hope you have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great!